Dear students, today's class we are going to talk about the following topics: promote awareness, monitor and evaluate center management. These are all the topics which we are going to see. This we are going to see it in terms of security. Okay. How to promote the awareness? Actually, cyber crime is becoming a major problem nowadays. Everywhere crime is happening, right? Okay. So, first of all, any people, company people, any organization people, security awareness training program has to be conducted. Then, so there are some tips are there. First of all, effective security strategy has to be followed. And defensive practices, we have to give up to date defensive practices we have to give. Then security awareness training, we have to give it to the people. So, what is the use of security awareness training? So actually it educate the staff and also awareness what will happen if I do this one. And we are going to ensure the procedures. And if at all any mails which are not relevant, if it comes, people will avoid that one. So, and it reduces the number of data breaches. So the security standard has been increased because of the cyber security awareness tips. How to monitor and evaluate IT system compliance with security requirements, right? Okay. So how to monitor and evaluate it? First of all, we have to check whether the data confidentiality is maintained or not. It take about the HIPAA. It talks about the healthcare related things. So really the patient details are confidential. Okay. So, and the payment card industry. Okay. So that details, payment card, whether CVV number or confidential, that things has to be maintained. Okay. So security policies has to be, well defined. So every organization, there should be a framework, proper framework has to be there. Baseline. So the minimum requirements are, in order to secure, what is the minimum, in order to have the security, what is the minimum requirement? For example, password. So the password, when you take it, we should not give it to the other people. That is, for us, that is secured. Okay. For us, it has to protect our data. Then there are different monitoring tools are there to maintain the security. Then the monitoring application. Okay. So, they are available from vendors such as IBM, SAP, Oracle. Okay. So they are having the monitoring application. So we should not use the out of date software. For example, even the antiviruses or anything. So we should not use the out of date one. Okay. So we should have the proactive approach to manage the information security. Then everything auditing is important. Every year we have to audit it, and across all areas of ITs, maybe whether it is a development or whether it is a testing, everywhere auditing has to be there, so that we can avoid the 100% complaint free things, we can able to maintain it. So there are 5 steps to evaluate your IT security policy. Everything must have an identity. All right. Okay. So just like that, we should not do the things. So there should be an identity has to be maintained. Then role-based access control. For example, employee will have a different access control, and the organization head will have the different access control. Then consistent policies has to be maintained, and cross team alignment. So sometimes, one functionality will be, helpful for three departments. Okay. So in that case, how to maintain the security? Okay. So every policies and the best practices has to be transparent to all the staffs in the department. So every department has to maintain the security, and we have to audit everything. All right. So the next one is we are going to talk about the central policy management. So in this one, we have to maintain the consistent security policies. The policies can have minor changes, but the policy should not change abruptly every month, every second, it should not change. So a report says 70% people are using the separate control. Rather than going with a separate control, we have to go with the centralized control. The centralized control can be applicable in firewalls, network access control, and everywhere it is applicable. Okay. So, so what we have to do it, we have to ensure the policies. What is the policies we are going to use? We have to ensure it in the centralized management, and we have to build and maintain the security policies. Okay. So the consistent security for all. And whenever we give the security feature, the complexity should not be there. Okay. So what is a centralized management? So the entire organization, it will have a single control. So the main necessity of the central management is, visibility and documentation. People can see the document, and standard we can able to use it. Even you can use the network access in a centralized way, firewalls. Okay. So everything you can go with that centralized way. Okay. So first of all, to gain more visibility, so what we have to do is whether it is up to the expectation. So if it is not up to the expectation, you have to analyze the root causes. Okay. So in the firewalls, so what you have to do is you have to increase the throughput of safe traffic. Okay. So in the centralized management system, you can increase the throughput of safe traffic, and to ensure the compliance, every data in the organization is sensitive. You have to consider, like, all data are important as well as sensitive. So unauthorized people, we should not allow them to access it. What is the benefit of central management? Okay. One agent for any environment. Okay. Only one people, they are controlling everything. So in the centralized system, we can maintain the least management least management effort can be maintained, and everything has been integrated. So people can see the things, as well as, overall security can be maintained. So it gives the protection, overall protection, it gives to the organization. So what are all the advantage of centralized management system is, it's ensure the standards, and also you can provide the set of tools, procedures, and the system. Well-defined plan can be given. Okay. So even in the firewalls, you can maintain the visibility. It unifies all visibility, documentation, and compliance issues. Thank you.